Hello and welcome to the second session on triangles. Hope you liked our last video on triangle, which had some simple questions and theorems to start with. Today also we'll continue that and get some more new questions and also theorems to consolidate our learning on the triangle chapter. This will continue for next couple of sessions that we bring to you by onlinepsa.in team, and hope you will uh, keep these things in your mind when you try to solve all those questions from the competitive exams. Let us begin. First question. In the given diagram of angle PQR, angle Q is 80 degree, angle R is 30 degree. Okay, this angle is given as 80 degree and angle R is given as 30 degree. QM and RM, the angle bisectors. These two are angle bisectors of angle RQT and angle QRS. Find the value of angle QMR. So the question asks about this angle. Okay, and these two are angle bisectors, which mean that if QM is the angle bisector, QM is the angle bisector, this means that angle RQM is equal to angle MQT. So diagrammatically these two angles are same. Okay, similarly RM is the angle bisector for angle QRS. So this angle is equal to this angle. Angle QRM is equal to angle SRM. Now we see that angle PT is a straight line, right? So the entire angle will be 180 degree. But we see that angle PQR is given as 80 degree, which means that angle RQT will be equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree, which is 100 degree. This entire angle is 100 degree. Okay, now QM is the angle bisector, so half of that will be angle TQM and MQR, right? Angle RQM is equal to angle MQT is equal to half of 100 degree, which is 50 degree each. So this is 50 degree and this is also 50 degree. Similarly, angle QRS, right? Angle QRS will be equal to 180 degree minus 30 degree, because PS is a straight line, so the angle subtended will be 180 degree at the point R. 180 degree minus 30 degree is nothing but 150 degree. Angle QRS is 150 degree, half of it will be 75, right? So this angle will be 75 degree and this angle will be 75 degree. Okay, we have got two angles of the triangle QRM, right? In triangle QRM we have got two angles, 50 degree and 75 degree. Okay, but we know that the three internal angles will sum up to 180 degree. So if you minus this total, this is 125 degree. If you minus 125 degree from 180 degree, you will get the angle QMR. Angle QMR is equal to 180 degree minus 125 degree, which is 55 degree. Okay, we had a similar question in the first session wherein the angle bisectors were not on the external angles but they were inside, right? So if you remember that particular question, I can quickly draw this question for you from the last session. PQR, in that question the angle bisectors were inside, right? The angle bisectors were in the internal angles of the triangle. So if you assume M to be the point where the two angle bisectors meet, okay, so the question which was asked was what is the angle QMR. Okay, and in this question the angle bisectors are on the external angles. These two sides have been extended and angle bisectors have been formed. Okay, now there is a shortcut formula that will give you angle QMR. Okay, one is 90° minus half of angle A, the other one will be 90° plus half of angle A. For example, in this question we have this A will be angle P here because it is not triangle ABC, it is angle PQR. So we'll write 90° minus half of angle P and 90° plus half of angle P. Okay. Now in this particular question we have been given 80 degrees and 30 degrees. So angle P will be what? Angle P will be 80° plus 30° is 110°. So this angle will be 180 minus 110, which is nothing but 70°. Okay. Now if you put this 70° in for angle P, half of 70 will be 35, and if you subtract 35 from 90°, you will get nothing but 55°. This is what we got here in the question when we approached in this manner. So you already know that this will be 55°. So we have a formula and we have also a long way to solve this question. We have two different ways. Actually they are one and the same, but it is easier to remember this particular condition, which will help us solve the question faster. So had it been this question in which the angle bisectors are on the internal angles Q and R, then what would be the value of angle QMR? So you can directly put 90° plus half of angle P. Angle P will be given as 70°. 90 plus 35, which will give you 125. So this angle will be 125° if the question was this. Okay, hope you understood the two different results. Let us go to the second question. In triangle ABC, AC is 8 cm and AB is 5 cm. So there is a triangle ABC. AC is given as 8 cm, this is 8 cm, and AB is given as 5 cm. From A, AD is drawn. Okay, AD is drawn such that it is the angle bisector. AD is drawn, this is D. This angle is same as this angle. Okay, angle BAD is equal to angle DAC because it is given this, that angle AD is the angle bisector. What is the ratio of BD is to DC? This is coming in from a theorem which states that from the vertex, when you draw a angle bisector and it meets the side at a certain point, then it divides the side. Okay, it divides the side in the same ratio as the ratio of the sides. Okay, in what way is it dividing the side? It is dividing the side in the ratio BD is to DC because D is the point of intersection, so it is dividing it here. So the ratio of the sides is BD is to DC, and this will be same as the ratio of the actual sides of the main triangle, which is AB and AC. AB and AC. So the order has to be maintained. If we are taking the ratio from BD is to DC, we have to take the ratio from AB is to AC. Okay, this will give you AB is to AC is given as 5 is to 8. So this ratio would be 5 is to 8. It will be one and the same. So this is directly coming from the theorem on the angle bisector and the division that it makes on the opposite sides from where the angle bisector is originating from. Okay, so 5 is to 8 is the answer. Let us go to the next question. If PQ, QR and PR be the three sides of a triangle PQR, then which of the following could be true? Okay, so this is any triangle. This can be any triangle PQR. Let us see the options and what they mean. First option is PQ minus QR is equal to PR. Okay, if you transpose QR to the right hand side, you can write PQ is equal to QR plus PR. Okay, which you can state or paraphrase in a manner that two sides of a triangle sum up to the third side, which is not possible because from the first session we have already learned that the sum of the two sides, any two sides, will always be greater than the third side. Think about this. Suppose you have the longest side lying over here on the plane. Okay, suppose this is the longest side for that triangle. Okay, now if you have a triangle, how will you place the other two sides, the smaller two sides? How are you going to place? Suppose this is one side and this is other side. Now sum of these two sides, right, sum of these two sides A and B cannot be same as C, right? Had they been same, I mean sum of A and B, had it been equal to C, then A and B will lie over C, right? They will lie over C. When they are placed one length to the other, they will lie over the C, longest side. Okay, but which is not possible. If that was possible, if that was possible to make sure that these sides lie on the longest side C, right, in that case the area of the triangle will be what? 0, which means there is no triangle possible with two sides summing up to the third side or the longest side. So in a way what we are saying is this option cannot be true. How about the next one? Next one also says PQ minus QR is greater than PR, which means PQ is greater than PR plus QR. We just rearrange the term by taking QR to the other hand side, right? The right hand side. It says sum of the two sides is lesser than the third side, which is not possible as we learnt in the first option itself. So this also will not be the answer. Let us go to the next one, which says PQ minus QP is equal to PR. We know that PQ and QP are one and the same, right? PQ is same as QP. Okay, it is a line segment, the length of which will be same. So PQ minus QP will not be nothing but 0. 0 is greater than PR, which means 0 is greater than one of the sides, which is not possible. You cannot have a triangle with the length of one of the side being negative, right? This is what the meaning of the option is. We don't really know whether this option has been written very correctly or not, but for us, if it is PQ minus QP, it is going to be 0. PR cannot be negative, so a triangle is not possible with a negative side, so we'll cancel this off. Let us see whether the last option meets our conditions. The last option says PQ square is equal to QR square plus PR square, right? Which shows that this may be a right angle triangle. This may be a right angle triangle. Only in the case of right angle triangle it is possible, which is also a triangle. So we'll have to keep a close eye on this word which is saying could be. So this could be possible if it is a right hand triangle. In that case, the right hand triangle will have PQ as the hypotenuse, which we can see here. Okay, and the angle at which the right angle will be possible is angle R, because PR square plus QR square will give you PQ square. As per the expression, we can assume the triangle must be or could be like this. Okay, so last option is correct, so we'll take the last option for that question. Let us see the next question. In triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of BC. D is the midpoint of BC. So this side is equal to this side. Okay, and E is the midpoint of AD. E is the midpoint of AD, which means AE is equal to ED. What is the ratio of AF is to FC? Okay, so let us do one thing. Let us draw a line which is parallel to BF, and we will draw this construction from the point D. So assume this is the construction we want to make, and assume this point is M. Let us make this point as M, which means DM is parallel to BF. Okay, this is the construction that we have done. Now let us take a triangle ADM. Let us take the triangle ADM. In triangle ADM, we see that EF and DM are two parallel lines, right? In triangle ADM, EF and DM are parallel to each other. Okay, now using basic proportionality theorem, we can say that EF is a line which is parallel to DM and it divides the sides in the same ratio. What are the sides which are getting divided? The sides which are getting divided are AD and AM. And how are they dividing? AE and ED, that is the ratio in which side AD is being divided, and what is the ratio of the other side? AF by FM. Okay, so these two ratios will be same because EF is parallel to DM. Okay, now we know that AE is equal to ED. Okay, so this ratio is nothing but 1:1. So we can say that AF is equal to FM. Okay, this part is equal to this part. AF is equal to FM. Now, similarly, we can take the triangle BFC. Triangle BFC. In this case, DM is parallel to, this is DM parallel to BF. This is our construction. If you remember, the first thing that we did is draw a line from the point D which will meet the line AC at M such that BF is parallel to DM. That is our construction, that is our assumption. Now in this particular triangle BFC, we can use the basic proportionality theorem because DM is parallel to its base BF and the sides will be divided in the ratio such that MC by FM is going to be equal to DC by DB. DC and DB are same, so this ratio is also going to be 1/1, which means that MC is equal to FM. MC, this part is going to be equal to FM. Now we know that AF was equal to FM and now we know that MC is equal to FM, which means this side AC has been divided into three parts and all the parts are equal, which means AF is equal to FM equal to MC and all of them are equal to 1/3 of the entire length, which is AC, 1/3 of AC. So we can clearly say that AF by FC is nothing but 1:2. FC is two parts, right? It consists of FM and MC, and AF is one singular part, which is 1/3 of the side AC. So now hope you have understood how a construction with one of the sides there will give you a ratio that is asked in the question. So the outcome of this question is the learning of basic proportionality theorem and the construction therein. Let us go to the next and last question. The difference between altitude and base of a right angle triangle is 17 centimeter. So we have a right angle triangle. The altitude and base of a right angle triangle, base is B, and the difference between altitude and base, say if the altitude is A minus B, this is 17, which means altitude you can keep it as 17 plus B. Okay, just to avoid multiple variables we can write in terms of B. So 17 plus B will be the altitude. Okay, and what is the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is 25. Now this is a right angle triangle. Okay, and PR, if we name it as the hypotenuse, PR square is going to be PQ square plus QR square. 25 square is equal to PQ 17 plus B whole square plus B square. Let us quickly solve this. 625 is equal to 289 plus 34B plus B square plus B square. Okay, so this will give you what? 2B square plus 34B plus 289 minus 625. Okay, now quickly subtract 289 from 625. Okay, 336. 2B square plus 34B plus 336 is equal to 0. B square plus 17b plus, if you divide both sides by 2, okay, 168. Okay, now 168, how are you going to factorize such that you will get 17? Let us see. 168, 442. So 442, you can also write 4 into 2 into 21, 8 into 3 into 7, 24 and 7, right? 24 and 7. So you can write b square plus, this will be minus because 625 had minus, so this will be minus. Okay, so you can write 17 as 24 minus 7. Okay, so you'll get two answers. One is b is equal to 7, the other one will be b is equal to minus 24. Okay, so you can have b here as 7, the other side will be 17 plus 7, which is 24. 24 will be perpendicular and 7 will be the base. Whichever order it is, the sum is going to be 31. So the answer would be 31. Hope you understood what we used here. We just used the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, otherwise also, if you think of what shortcut you could have applied, you should remember the various Pythagorean triplets that are possible. If you knew that, you could have easily applied that 7, 24 and 25 are they do form a Pythagorean triplet. 7 square plus 24 square is going to be uh, 25 square. So 7, 24, 25 is a Pythagorean triplet, which you could remember directly. That reminds me of one of the ways that you can create some Pythagorean triplets if you start with the smallest side. What is the trick to that? Let us understand using this simple example of 7 itself. So if you have been given a number 7, which is the lowest side, I should say smallest side. Smallest side, I meant lowest number of the Pythagorean triplet, 7. Now from 7, how do you form the other two sides? So what you do is you first square that. 7 square will give you 49. Now if you do 49, if you do get 49, what you have to divide is, you divide 49 into two consecutive numbers. And you can easily do that by doing a half of 49. Half of 49 will be giving you 24.5. Okay, half of 49 will give you 24.5. So what you are looking for are the numbers 24 and 25, one to the right hand side, one to the left hand side of 24.25. So you basically have to understand that 24 and 25, when they sum, they will give you 49. They are the consecutive numbers. So you already know that. Suppose if the number was 5, the lowest side was 5, how do you get that Pythagorean triplet? Square it first thing. If you square it, you will get 25. Now you divide by 2. If you divide by 2, you will get 12.5. You take the numbers which are right hand side and left hand side of this 12.5. So the numbers are 12 and 13. So you got the Pythagorean triplet as 5, 12 and 13. Now for example, if it was a even number, okay, suppose if it was an even number, say if it was 12, how do you find out a Pythagorean triplet to this number? What you do is you divide by 2. Okay, if you divide by 2, you will get 6. You again divide by 2 till you get a odd number. Okay, so 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. Now you do what you usually do when you have an odd number. What you do is you do a square of that. Square will be 9. 9, two consecutive numbers, 4 and 5. So 3, 4 and 5 you already know is a Pythagorean triplet. Now you multiply 2. You will get the next Pythagorean triplet as 6, 8 and 10. You already know that 6, 8 and 10 are one of the Pythagorean triplets. If you have to get 12, you just multiply by 2 again. You will get 12. 8 multiplied by 2 will be 16. 10 multiplied by 2 will be 20. So you can form a Pythagorean triplet if you know the smallest side. And any Pythagorean triplet, say PQR, if you multiply by a common number, say S, then PS, QS and RS will also be a Pythagorean triplet. Hope you understood this particular question and the knowledge regarding the Pythagorean triplets that you can utilize to quickly solve the question. Had you remember the 7, 24 and 25 as one of the Pythagorean triplet, you could easily solve this question by quickly understanding the sides of 7, 24 and 25. You could see that the difference between the two sides is 17. So the sum of the two sides will be nothing but 31, which is 7 plus 24. Hope you understood the questions which we have discussed in this session. Will bring forth many such questions and different tips and tricks to solve different kind of questions. Hope you are able to see the other videos of onlinepsa.in and learn something out of this. Stay tuned to this channel. Do subscribe and share videos with your friends and students who are applying for various competitive exams and they want to learn something out of this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you very much again.